All right, y'all. Basketball Wives, episode 13, the reunion. So this is the last episode, and I'm gonna be taking out my hair. So yeah. So they start off the episode. The girls came out, and um, sorry, I couldn't really pay attention, but they were playing some game about like who said what, and then what else happened? Oh, they got into the conversation of like Jackie going around talking to about everybody and saying that Evelyn was into like bestiality and stuff. And was Jackie actually a prostitute and stuff like that? And Jackie's still denying it. She said she was not a prostitute. That was not her. And Evelyn, and she took back the whole Evelyn's into bestiality stuff, and she apologized. It's like she always apologizing though. And then yeah, then they got into it, and Brandy started screaming like free Doug," and then Jackie was like, "Don't bring my husband into it, don't bring my husband into it," and then they went to commercial. So that's all I got so far. So we're gonna keep watching. So they came back, and Brandy and Jackie was just arguing, and then they almost got into a little thing. But then Brandy was like, I could sit here and conduct myself next to Jackie. I'm grown. And then Jackie was like, "Shut up, Brandy." And Brandy's like, "Don't tell me to shut up." And then the like moderator interview lady, she was like, "So Giselle, you seeming to be neutral. So how do you feel about how could you build your relationship with Jackie?" And then Jackie was trying to talk over Giselle, and Giselle like, "Look, I'm just trying to talk. Like, I just feel like, what did she say? What did she say? I don't know what she said, but she told Jackie how they can get a better relationship. And then they start getting into Brooke and her dating life with Kevin that she had brought on there, and how everybody thought it was like too fast. But then Giselle did speak up. She was like, everybody was saying that it was too fast. Everybody but Evelyn. You know what I mean? And then Evelyn was just like, well, it doesn't matter how long the connection lasts. Just have fun. You know what I mean? She could pick herself back up. And then Brooke was like, she already got a new man. And then everybody was like, well, who your new man? And then she was like, she not telling nobody. And then we like, well, dang, okay. And then they start getting into wait, but the fact that Evelyn never denied the like bestiality stuff was just like wow. I'm just like, so is she gonna say it's not true, or is she just not gonna say nothing, and then that make it not true? But Jackie kept bringing it up, and I'm like, is Evelyn not gonna say it's not true? And then they get into Brandy and her relationship, and basically they start talking about how Evelyn. That's the first thing that she brought up in the argument. But Evelyn was like, the only reason why she do that is because she don't like Jason. So then Brandy was like, well, that's news to us, and like we really don't care. And then basically Evelyn was just like, I'm not ever gonna say it again. You know what I mean? And then the moderator was like, well, Brandy, do you accept? And then she was like, I accepted it like 4 times already, but like, I don't even know her. But it hurt when Brooke was talking about my relationship. So then she went over to Brooke, and then Brooke is just like, I mean, I didn't want to get in the middle of my friends. I know that I didn't expect. I mean, I didn't do for you what you would expect, what I would expect for you to do for me. And I'm like, so how's she sitting over here trying to act like she didn't want to get in the middle of it, but then say that they wasn't in a good place at the time, so that's why she didn't take up for her, and then say that like she said 3 different things in 5 seconds, and then that's when Brandy was like, oh, okay, Brooke, it's okay, I got it. And then Brooke is like, well, what do you mean? Like that's my friend. I didn't want to be in the middle. And then I'm just like, yeah, cause how you want her to ride harder for you than you gonna ride for her? You know what I mean? So Brandy be making sense, like to me, like. So they just brought Dr. Cheyenne out, Cheyenne Bryant, and she was basically just talking about how her and Brooke don't get along, and how basically the whole comment that was made with the when Brooke was gonna fight the I don't know if she was it bi girl? I mean the dyke girl, and yeah, Cheyenne found it offensive. Brooke said it wasn't. Then they asked Giselle. Giselle said it wasn't. And then Brooke and Cheyenne started going back and forth on how in Mexico she would have beat her up. And then Cheyenne was like, you wouldn't have did anything but sit in your seat like you're doing right now. And I'm like, she's like trying to provoke Brooke. And I'm just like, I'm glad Brooke not falling for it and like, getting up and acting crazy, because you could tell us what she's trying to do. But that's it. They was like, we gonna get it. Brooke was like, I already told her I don't like her. And that's what it is. And then Cheyenne was like, you can't like people above you or something like that. Basically trying to say Brooke is below her. And then Brooke was like, with your fake watch that she over there shining. I'm like, I cannot. Then they're like, all right, let's go to a commercial. Yeah. So they came back and they was talking about, well, when y'all stood up, at the party, I mean, Cheyenne, what was you gonna do? And then she was like, I stood up, to be there for Jackie. So Brandy was like, well, you was trying to jump me? And she was like, no, I was gonna stand in the middle. And then Brooke was like, yeah, right. She was squaring up and stuff like that. And she was like, she was basically trying to stand in the middle. That's her way of being there for somebody. She was not trying to jump Brandy. And then they got into oh yeah, then they got into the whole kiss situation. That's why I forgot, because I was trying to remember. I mean, I was trying to forget on purpose because I didn't want to see that again. And then they start talking about Jackie kissing Brooke, and I'm like, I didn't want to see that again either. So that's why I forgot. And then they went into Brooke and Jackie making like a resolution. You know what I mean? And they was asking like, did it last? You know what I mean? And Brooke was basically saying she ain't got no feelings at all towards Jackie, like nothing. And she would like for people to stop bringing up Kayla. And Jackie was just saying, you know, she accept Brooke apology, and Brooke was like, apology for what? She was like, everything we've been through and stuff like that, and I have no hard feelings towards you either. And so I guess they're gonna move on. So I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that's good, right? So they came back with Giselle and her wedding. And her wedding was nice, remember? But then they got into like wedding etiquette, because y'all know they went to go start eating before the ceremony even started. But Jen did ask, like, is this okay, you know? And then they was just like, oh, well, we just figured Giselle, you know, we knew that she was gonna be fine with it. And so then the broadcaster lady was like, Giselle, are you fine with it? And she was like, actually, no. And it's like, why is you waiting to right now to say something? This is why Brandy think everybody's scared of somebody, because if it ain't nothing at that day at your wedding, you should have walked over there and told them, excuse me, what's going on? Why are y'all sitting here eating? You should have had that moment on camera. I would have. But anyways, and then they went into Jen and her wedding and her situation, and we already know what happened with the situation. But then she tried to get on there and say that basically the girl is that legal, you know, that told y'all she like dug up all the information, that basically she don't know what she's talking about, and basically they had to file some more motions, and that's why his restitution was bumped up to $250,000. But it's like, it was just not making sense. And then the girls was literally trying to like talk to her. Evelyn was like, I was like literally concerned about the DV stuff, and then Jen was like, he got acquitted for all that, none of that was true, and stuff like that. And then Brooke was trying to talk to her about it, and she was just like being defensive with Brooke, because Brooke was telling her, you can't tell the victim's story, because remember she said that she wished that he let her go and she got in a car crash or something. And you know, Brooke's daughter Kayla just got into a car crash, you know what I mean? It was like, why would you say that? But you know, she was being all defensive. Then they played an audio recording of Evelyn saying that she feel like Christian is doing some scammy stuff, and she really feel like Jen is not street smart, and how she's really worried about Jen. And then they went to commercial, and I was like, so we gotta see what Jen say when they come back. So they came back, and Jen was just like, I just find that just so unfortunate that Christian is just getting all this heat, and he's really such a good person. And then Brandy was just like, adding her 2 cents in, like, we're really worried about you, you know what I mean? And Jen was just like, not trying to hear it. So Nina, that's the host, her name is Nina. Nina was like, okay, let's just go to like the gift giving. So they go to the gift giving, and who they start with? Okay, so they went from Jen giving Giselle like a bride devotional book, and it's like, what is that? You sending her prayers to read, scriptures to go through? I'm just like, I cannot. But Giselle loved it. And then Giselle gave Brandy a mirror to like reflect on everything she's been through and how beautiful she is. And Nina about to start crying. They're like, oh my god, that's so beautiful, you know. And then Brandy gave Brooke a picture of them together saying, I told you so, about like her little relationship. And then she was like, you know, I genuinely, everything I tell you is out of love, and I really think that wasn't gonna last, but I love you. It was like, cool. And then Brooke gave, what did Brooke give? They went over to Evelyn. Evelyn gave Jackie, no, they went over to Jackie. Jackie gave Evelyn a rose, and I was like, so she could stay away from her animals. I was like, I cannot. And then Evelyn gave Jackie a shirt that says support sex workers. I was like, yo, no. And then Brooke gave Jen the a box, and it had a keychain with like a roller skate thing on it. The roller skate keychain was super cute, and I love roller skates, so I liked it. But she gave it to her because she felt like she skated through the season with no drama. But it's like, have you been seeing online? Because Jen is the only thing that people have been talking about. So yeah, no. But and then she gave her red flags. And then they ended it. That ended it. I was like, that was the best gift of them all, is the red flag. Cause Jen girl, what? And now the season ended, and yeah, I guess that's it. So go check out one of the other videos. Watch with me. Go check out my YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you so much. Thank you for watching.